Today we're looking at a musical app that your friends can share in on the fun.
This episode brought to you by GoToMeeting.
Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we look at apps to keep your iPad in play. Today we're going with the music side, and I downloaded this one. It's called RockMate, and we're going to show you how to rock out in a couple seconds here. First of all, I want to let you know, Twitter handle is iPad365. Feel free to tweet me there, follow me there. And of course, the email is iPad365show@gmail.com. If you'd like to email and suggest any applications, or even do a review yourself, which you're more than welcome to do so. All right, today, of course, we're going to take a look at a music application. I was playing with another application, and I found this one. And it's actually pretty cool because it's not only an application for some of you musicians out there, it's actually a friend application. More than one person can play this app and have a good time. So let's say you're at a party, and it's like things are getting boring. You can pull out this app, and you can have a little bit of fun making some simple music. I mean, if you look at it, we've got some simple stuff here. We've got a keyboard, we've got a drum set, we've got two guitars, and then apparently there's supposed to be some sort of vocal mic thing here, but for some reason it's not working on the iPad here. And this is a third generation iPad, so I'm going to have to find out why. I've tried a couple other applications, including my GarageBand application, to see if I can input music, and that works just fine. But for some reason, it's not accepting anything on this application, so I'm going to have to check that with them. The bottom line is, it works like this. You have all these instruments, which you can change up a little bit through the custom area. You've got two guitars, one on the right and one on the left. You have a drum set on top and a keyboard on the bottom. You've got some pedals, so you can change the sound of your guitars to a more clean sound or grungy sound. Of course, you can change the keyboard to different types of sounds, like, for instance, a flute or saxophone or something like that, or just a piano. And then, of course, you have the drum set, which you can get different types of drum sounds, from rock kits to country kits to jazz kits to hip-hop kits, so on and so forth. So basically what happens, you just press somewhere and you make music. Like, for instance, the drum set. There, I'm doing a simple beat. And I'm going to try and keep it low here so you can, so it doesn't overpower your ears. But the bottom line is, there, and as you can see, I was hitting the drums there. Now for the piano, I think I got a flute sound here. And of course the guitars. And they're one chords, but you can change the chords by pressing the buttons there. And now it's an E chord, it's a D chord, and a C chord. And of course that's all customizable through the custom area. So we can strum different guitars. You do have the VU meter up on top, so you can tell, what sounds are going through. So when I strum the guitar, as you can see, the meter then rises up and then goes down when all the sound is gone. So basically I can change this, and I can also record this. This is the key part. I can make loops, and I can record little bits and pieces, songs and stuff like that, and maybe get some music out there. Now you can choose. There's many different styles. Like, for instance, I have the Hojib style set up right now, but I can go through you get a whole bunch of different ones. Like, for instance, funny spaces. We'll just choose that one, and then we'll go back over here, and we'll see what we got. We got a keyboard, drums, guitar. So we get different sounds from the instruments, and of course we can change that up just a little bit. The looper, basically what happens, you want to create a loop. All you have to do is go over to the looper area, hit the record button, and then hit the loop. And then all of a sudden your drums are going like that, and you got a little backbeat, and you can strum your guitars, so on and so forth. So Backstage, now this is an interesting part. With Backstage, you can actually build bits and pieces. So you can have different loops and different recordings in there. You put it all together so you can make yourself a nice little mixtape of the sounds that you do. So if you have like little bits and pieces, you put them all together and you make one big song out of them. Like I said, the one big problem is the microphone for some reason is not working, and I got to figure out why that is. But for the most part, this is a fun little application, simply because, like I said, you could pull it out during a party or something like that. You get bored, you have some friends around. It's like, hey, I'll play the piano, you play the drums, and we'll have some fun with that. Once again, the name of the application is called RockMate. You can check it out. There is a cost in there, so check it out at the App Store, and you can start rocking out very soon. All right, summer is here. And of course, we've got lots of things that happen during the summer. The kids are out of school, and might be going on different vacations. As an IT person, I would always have to go from place to place to place, and missing meetings was just a regular thing. And not anymore with a program like Citrix and GoToMeeting with HD Faces. You can meet with clients, you can meet with colleagues, and with HD Faces, they can see your face, you can see their face. Start the meeting, whether it be on Mac or PC, download the free iPad application, the iPhone application, even an Android application, and you can get your meetings off and running. And of course, with HD Faces, you see a problem, you go, hey, I see you look confused. What's the problem? And they tell you, and you get meetings resolved with your clients and your colleagues. Don't take my word for it. I've used it for many years and it's never failed me. But try it yourself. 30-day free trial by going over to GoToMeeting.com, click the orange Try It Free Now button, and enter in the code podcast. Podcast gets you 30 days of this great software. And if you go over to their Facebook page, they're running a contest right now. So go over to their Facebook page and like GoToMeeting, and you have a chance of winning one of 8 iPads. If you refer a friend and they win the iPad, then you win an iPad as well. And that's from our friends over at GoToMeeting and Citrix. Thank you very much. Good luck to you on winning the iPad. And remember that 30-day free trial by entering in the code podcast. All right, and that's today's episode of iPad 365. I don't know if you noticed this, but halfway through when I was talking, the screen just kind of went all garbled up. Now, I'm not sure if that was the application that did that or if it was the screen that did that, but I unplugged and plugged back in and everything went back to normal, which was weird. So anyway, that's some of the problems you have to deal with when you're showing off applications on iPad 365. Good thing I'm doing it and getting it out to you as quick as possible. All right, my name is Jeffrey Powers. Thanks a lot for coming to the show. Of course, you can Twitter me, iPad365. iPad365show@gmail.com is the email address. We'll see you once again when it will be another episode of iPad 365. And until then, you guys geek out.
You should follow Graphite on Twitter @GraphiteINC.